Hello there, Andrew Jobling, the accidental author. Very excited to be sitting here with Oliver Braykovich, who is a new author. Oliver, hello.
Hello, Andrew. How are you
Mate.
going?
Awesome, mate. Hold it up again. Hold it up. Bask in your glory, mate. Walking my talk to success.
How to win in
Mate,
life.
how how good does it feel to hold that in your hands?
It's the feeling is still sinking in that I've actually like something that I didn't think that I'll ever achieve, especially since high school. Being the not the most literate person that people will know, like having it holding in my hands after 2.5 years worth of work, it just is like one of the best feelings ever. Like being one of the 4% of the population who's actually written and published a book.
Yeah,
It's just
mate.
an amazing. It's just an amazing feeling.
It's an awesome thing. It is an awesome thing. And it's so, isn't it amazing? I mean, there's so many times on the path, on the journey that you think, I'm never going to get this done. It's no good. Will it get published? Will I ever hold it in my hands?
Exactly.
And you doubt yourself and you overcome challenges. But then when you finally unwrap that little sucker, and I know you put together a little video, didn't you, of when you received your book and you
Absolutely.
unwrapped it for the first time and held it and smelt it. What was that like? That experience, that moment for you?
It was just a pure joy for me to be able to. As soon as I received the package in the mail, I just knew what was in it. I just couldn't contain my excitement as to thinking to myself, "Do I know what it is? Do I not know what it is?" But I know deep down I knew what it
You
was,
knew.
so
You knew.
I knew exactly. But as soon as I opened the package and just pulled out the cover of my book, it was just like a overwhelming feeling of like happiness and a sense of accomplishment. Like
Yeah.
it just goes to show that if I'm capable of doing anything. Like I just, as I said, as per my title, just you got to walk your talk, and
Yeah.
it's just about writing the plan down and just basically executing. And as mentioned, I've had obstacles in my way, and it still didn't stop me from getting to where I am today.
Well, mate, let's talk about those obstacles because I mean that's obviously your book is very much about the challenges you've had in your life and you've overcome, and now
Hmm.
here you are an author, and you're healthy now, and I know you've transformed your health and your body,
Yes.
and you've got a successful career, and you're living a really awesome life. Tell us about some of those challenges you had to overcome.
Well, it's just basically challenges of, I guess we call it fear, like a fear of not being sort of good enough, and what others would be- would tend to think of me as well. Like one of the main challenges that I've had was going through that depression and just having days where I just didn't, not just it didn't feel like getting out of bed or doing anything, but just didn't think I'll ever get to be successful. Because like going back to when I was in high school, I had a was born with a learning disability called severe language disorder. So my parents would refer me to specialists, and even got told by specialists and teachers that I would never live a successful life. And that for me just planted in my head for most of my 20s. And I remember at one point I just felt like I hit a absolute rock bottom where I just didn't think I wanted to go on anymore. And that's at that point where the my change of my healthy habit has sort of begun, because I was actually invited to participate in, it's what we call like what my friend calls a like a Biggest Loser challenge, to see who can lose the most amount of weight in a period of 3 months. That 3 months turned into a lifetime commitment, and
Yeah, awesome.
with that sort of commitment, it just basically allowed me to let go of that depression, that fear of like, am I worthy, or will people um, like me for who I am, or will they, what will people think of me? And I just went from like going, being in that shell to doing stuff that I never thought that I would ever do, such as model at an international show. And the one point where it just when my life changed completely was a retreat that I went to with a mutual friend, Charlotte, who basically planned and organized a retreat in Ubud, Bali. And there was one particular day we did a group session called Gratitude and Forgiveness. And that session allowed me to release all the negative emotions that I've been bottling up for 14 years.
Yeah.
Let go of everything, and then at the end of it, allow me to find my life purpose.
That's awesome, mate. That's so good. Wow, mate, you've shared a lot. And mate, let me tell you what people think of you. People are inspired by you for sure. I can tell you I'm incredibly inspired by you. And it just shows, doesn't it, the power of words. The power of words of those teachers and those people that said to you, you'll never be successful. And why do we believe other people's opinions?
Exactly.
And there's really only one opinion that we need to believe, and that's our own. And I love that you found that trigger, transforming your health, and obviously that's allowed you to just follow a different path, which is awesome. So, mate, tell us about when that moment was when you said, I'm going to write a book.
Funnily enough, it was actually during my neuro-linguistic programming course I attended back in 2019. So it was, to be specific, it was the NLP practitioner module of the course, and I was basically sharing with like many new people and sharing with them my my journey and my story of my transformation. And that one particular person I spoke to about my journey was so much in awe that she just said, write a book. She didn't suggest for me to write a book. She just said it, write a book.
She told you to write a book.
Exactly.
And instruction. And there you go, isn't it? Again, power of words. When when you just take something on board and believe it, you'll do it.
Exactly. And I'll be openly honest in saying that it didn't really sort of sink in at the time that the seriousness of me wanting to write a book just became real. And the more that I thought about it, the more that I just said to myself, you know what, I've got a story to share.
Yeah.
And I just said to myself, I have to take that action into writing my book. And I spoke to Charlotte to see if she knew anyone who would be able to help me with that process, and she referred me to you, of course. And we basically, I remember when we had our first meeting. It was actually on the day of my birthday as well, and you're looking at me just being in awe about my personal journey and just saying to me that I definitely have something within me. I just thought, you know what, I've got to get this done.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. Mate, good on you. And I know your journey, because obviously I was part of your journey, and I know you struggled for a while and to get into a rhythm. But then when something clicked for you, and I know you made a decision you were going to write every day. And
yes,
what was it? The first 4 chapters took about 12 months, was it? And then the next 8 took about 3 months or something.
About exactly, yes.
Like that. Like when you just switched, bang, job was done.
Exactly.
And,
it was just so is it with the those 4 chapters, it was just basically a lot of self-doubt came back, and I think a lot of procrastination sort of came through. And then we did and I attended the Win the Day session, in which we had to write like every day for 63 days to make it a habit. And I just said, you know what, I might as well just do it and reach out to some mutual friends to keep each other accountable. And yeah, as you mentioned, 7 or 8 chapters in 3 months, and before I knew it, I actually finished my final draft, which
amazing. And again, look, there's so many lessons wrapped up in what you're talking about. Obviously vision, decisions, but the accountability was a big part, wasn't it? Creating good routines, but you need an accountability partner. I know you had a couple of great people from within the community that really went on that journey with you, and it's been beneficial for both of you, well, all of you. I know that. So,
absolutely.
Mate, tell us, what do you hope people will get from your book?
I'm just hoping that people will just see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that it is possible to be able to live a successful life if you basically not only not only trust your decision, but also follow the steps and enjoy the journey at the same time as well.
Yeah, awesome, good one, mate. So this is it's such a good thing. It's such a great thing, and when the book's out there and you start, I'm sure you've had a few people have read it. What tell us some of the amazing feedback you've had from it so far?
They were just in awe. Like I even just presenting them with my book just made them feel just so proud of me and inspired by me as well. Because I've been telling people that I'm in the process of writing a book. I'm writing a book, and for them to actually just take a look, their inspiration is just the only word that I could actually sort of think of. So
yeah, amazing. So, mate, where do people buy it? If they want to buy your book, where do they do that?
you can purchase my book through Amazon. So the ebook version and the paperback copy is available, but the paperback copy is close to being out of stock, but more stock will be coming in. So
That's good. That's always good, isn't it? When it's out of stock,
it is amazing.
It's not good it's out of stock, but it's the reason it's out of stock is always
yeah,
good.
yeah, absolutely.
So Amazon's the place they can get it. And if they want to reach out to you, Oliver, and ask you some questions, or maybe people want to get you to come and speak for them or groups to inspire people, how do they contact you?
They can contact me. The best contact will be by email. So it's they can contact me via oliver.braykovich@gmail.com if they want to reach out to me to speak to me or ask for me to speak at their events.
Awesome, mate. Well, mate, congratulations. I'm very proud of you, and I'm sure you're proud of yourself, and what you've done is amazing. And first book of many.
Yes.
Hope the next one's on the way. And
yes.
mate, look forward to hearing about the wonderful success. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hold it up again for the last time, mate.
Will do.
The book, just so anyone, so it's Walking My Talk to Success by Oliver Braykovich. Good on you, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much, Andrew.